Hello and welcome to my mom's room. I'm mainly in here for this thing because if the sun is blinding I can just put it down and pretend it's night. But for the video I guess I'll get it up. Now I just realized that I never really talked to you about my master's thesis, and that's weird considering that I spent most of my awake time working on it. So today we're gonna talk a little bit about my master thesis, what I'm doing, and why I quite like it actually right now. So, basically, what I'm trying to do is to build a classifier for food images. So basically, if there is food, I want to be able to take a picture and then the phone should tell me what kind of food this is. This would be the ideal, like that's the objective. And there are a lot of machine learning strategies out there that work on this. The best results nowadays you get with deep learning. Now I didn't know a lot about deep learning before I started. I still don't know a lot about deep learning. But what I'm doing right now is I took a pre-trained network. It's called Inception, it's trained by Google, because Google has a lot of images to train those things and training takes forever. This network takes an RGB image, so 3 colors, 299 pixels by 299 pixels, and then it outputs which class it is. There are like 1,000 classes that it currently classifies. This is done by layers and deep convolutional neural networks. You don't need to know the details. I also don't know how exactly it's working, but basically it takes the input, then performs some stuff on it, gets to the next layer, and from those values it performs some stuff on it, next layer, and so on and so on and so on. Now what you can do is take all those layers and just throw away the last one, because I'm not interested in their classification, I'm interested in my own classes. And then I just train the last part and leave the first layers as they are. Because those layers probably do, you know, edge detection and color. They extract some information of those images that are then used for classifying. And I can use that same information to classify my things. And that works pretty well actually. You can just retrain that network and you can classify anything you want, which is pretty cool. I trained and optimized the model for food image categorization. And what I did today is I built an app which now takes this model and uses it for classification. So basically, if I hit that button right there, it tries to classify what you are. And you are a dessert. Now obviously this isn't working because it tries to categorize food and my camera is not food, so obviously it's bullshit. Google is pretty good with the, you know, categorization of images. Just go to Google Photos, or at least if you have photos on Google Photos, you can just search for stuff. Like I searched for food and it just gives me all the food that I had. And it's so cool. It's so cool. And that's why I love this master thesis. Well, I don't love it, but it's a very interesting topic actually. So I really like working on it. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, let's have a look. This here, for instance. This should be meat, shouldn't it? Right. So phone, tell me this is meat. Please wait. Please wait. Please wait. Please wait. It's a dessert. Well, it's not working properly, is it? Okay, what is this then? You stupid phone. It's not the phone's fault, this is a dessert and it's pretty certain that it's a dessert, 99%. Okay, so this is working. Let's try some other shit. Here for instance we have a fish. Let's see what it makes from the fish. This is really fun. I could do this all day. It thinks it's eggs. So, well, obviously it's not working that well yet, I hope. But also you have to say I classify, or I trained my model with 10,000 images. and that's not a lot. And the dataset that I used for training, it's not ideal either. It has 11 categories, and well, those categories are not ideal. For instance, fruits and vegetables are just one category, and they put pizza and burgers into the category bread. Like this. Because this thing, although it has meat in the middle, will be classified as bread. I just don't get that. But anyway, it was one of the datasets that I found, and that had just a few classes. And I wanted a dataset that has only the most relevant classes. Because in the end, what we want to use it for is a food log, where you can just take the picture and then it tells you, is that thing healthy? Because it's more important to distinguish between, you know, meat and vegetables than to distinguish between pork and beef, for instance. I mean, the problem with having just so few classes is that you can't properly classify everything, because some things just have many things. Like this has eggs and meat and bread. So what should it be classified as? I don't know. What is it classified as? Probably the eggs, because it's the most, you know, obvious thing. No, it's a dessert. Well, you pick the thing that it's definitely not. But this should be eggs, come on. Those are eggs, okay. So the dataset I trained it on, of course, is different to the pictures I take. And so, yeah. It's not ideal. Something that it usually always gets is things like that. Things like soup. Because soup is super easy to classify, because, you know, it's always round. So this is soup 100%. This is round, but is it a soup? It should be vegetables. It's fruit or vegetables. Well done. I could do this all day. Just go through my pictures and now I can also go through my pictures like this and say I want pizza, because Google already does some some great classification. So yeah, this is a pizza. Let's have a look. Pizza is a bread. Yeah, pizza is a bread. Now, what are those? This should be seafood. It is seafood! Tell me what my steak is. Meat. Yeah, okay. That's not bad, that's not bad. So we see it does kind of work. Sometimes. I mean, it all depends on the training and on the dataset. What I now need to do is improve it. I'm not quite sure on how to do that, but I'll have to change things like the learning rate, the batch size, and just figure out how I can get a better result. I mean, we're just talking a few percent. I'm currently getting 83% accuracy on the validation set, which is provided by the dataset. And I want to get up to hopefully 90 at some point. But that doesn't mean that it then classifies all my food images. Of course it won't, because it will never have seen those. For those things to actually work properly, you just need to put in more data and train it better. But that's not the scope of my master thesis. My master thesis is how can I improve the classification from a given dataset. Yeah, so I hope you got somewhat of an introduction to my master thesis. I hope that I continue to have fun working on it. And yeah, we'll see how far we go with that. But it already looks promising. And it's so nice to have something on your phone when you can just take it out and take a picture of the because food. I usually take pictures of my food. That's why I have those. And so the topic was just a good topic for me. And yeah. I'm glad that I have fun with it. I'm glad that it's interesting, because if it wasn't interesting, I would just be like, oh, I don't want to work on this. You see, the weather outside is great, super great, and I'm sitting in here and work on that all day, and I don't really have a problem with it. I will go to the lake later though. It's actually quite fun. I usually do something, and then I say, okay, now with those preferences you train your model again, and that takes 2 hours, and I go to the lake in the meanwhile. Yeah. Break time! I just need to take breaks as well. And I feel like I deserve the break because now that thing is finally working. I had so many problems with getting that to work. But anyway, the app is just a nice thing to have so I can show it to people. But what's really interesting is just on the computer, just retraining the network. Yeah, alright. Now, you can make your backup and I go find food. Welcome to the kitchen where we have some food. Okay, let's start here. This should be fruits. And it is fruits and vegetables, 100%. Good job. This here, 10 seconds later. The app is still not the best one. I mean, I could still improve it in so many aspects. But I'm quite happy with how it works, or that it works right now. Also fruits and vegetables, 99%. Good job. What is this here? This is, well, I'm not sure. You could either classify it as, you know, the cheese, so dairy product. But it's not seafood, and it's also not a dessert, so you totally fucked that up. Maybe you're better with this here. Hold on. Boom. There we go. It could also be fruits or vegetables. Cheese. Yeah, okay. So at least you got the cheese part right there. And then here we have some bread that I just need to also classify as such. And it does. Nice. Okay, so real life test. I would say not so bad. Let's see, what else do we have? Should I also eat? No. I'm just here to take pictures. This is not technically food, but I'm interested in what it probably dessert. It probably goes, everything that's like this goes as dessert, yes. This could be a bread or dessert. I would, you know, any of those I would say it's okay. But if you say that's cheese, then I'll... Dessert, fried food. It's, yeah, I mean, it looks like fried food, admittedly, but no. Fried food, well, that's okay, that's okay. I think that's okay for this bratwurst. There we are, my favorite restaurant here in Fichtring. That's why I come here almost every day. Okay, here we are at the restaurant. I get my phone out and we start with a salad. Now this should be classified as vegetables. Let's have a look. It's rice. What kind of idiot programmed this? Oh yeah, it was me. Okay, this is easier. This is a soup. Okay, soup. Here we go. Took a picture of the soup. And it's soup. Well, that was easy. That's 100% confidence that it is soup. That's 1 out of 2. I'll try a different angle here. Maybe that changes stuff. Now it's fruits or vegetables, but it's still not sure and still thinks it's rice. This was pointless, getting this thing extra, because yesterday when I had this thing on, it was classified as fucking eggs. It's not eggs, it's a salad. Fish or seafood? Well, this is just not working at all. Why did I get a salad? That's better. Now it's a salad. I need to get my phone out. Okay. Let's start here. This should be classified as meat. And it is meat! Yoo-hoo! This here, as you can see, should be a fish. Also meat. You're so stupid. Okay, let's go over here to my dad's food.
Das ist wohl sehr schwer, oder?
And this here should also be classified as fish/seafood, because that's just one category. And it is... Well, we're not technically so wrong, because you might have just classified the vegetables here. Yep, this is vegetables. Okay, but that's still almost 2 out of 3. Hold on, my vegetables. I mean, it's 2 out of 4. If you're honest, it's 2 out of 4. This is fish or seafood. Oh god, this is so bad. It's not weird at all. Why are people looking at me? Bread. Well, at least it got the fish as well. Okay, let's eat, shall we?